Hey, good morning. It is the 6th of February, and time keeps marching on faster than I like it to. Um, this morning, pretty good morning, feeling pretty good. Got up with some energy, went to bed on time last night, 10 o'clock. Starting off the day pretty well. Planning out some of the components of the live session that we're doing at 3 o'clock today, which will be about burnout. I know, we've kind of teased this one for a couple of weeks now, but this is really the time of year when all those New Year's resolutions start getting left behind. I see it in the gym because the regulars are returning and the people that quit are quitting. And yeah, and we've seen some people talk about it here. They're getting burned out, they're getting worn out. So we're going to talk about strategies to avoid burnout, how to become more aware of your feelings and your energy, and trying to make sure we're spending it in the right places. That concept of like small steps in growth, right? You know, um, we're getting into like the kind of that part of the beginning of the year where there's not a whole lot exciting going on. Like, that's just all we got to do now is just slow progress and keep going, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. Um, One thing that I'm still shocked by. This happened yesterday. My kid plays Madden online, and he plays with people that he's friends with. And before dinner last night, I told him, when his game was over, to come down for dinner. And when I was in there, I saw how much time was left in the game, and he probably had about 15 minutes left. And he came down 5 minutes later, and he was kind of quiet. And I was asking him, what's going on? Why'd you quit early? How come whatever? Were you losing? What was going on? And he wouldn't talk about it. But a couple of minutes in, he said that the kid that he was playing with, a friend of his from school, um, called him an Asian. And he didn't start it off that way. He kind of asked like why that would be an insult. And I said it's not. It's the fact that somebody thinks it is says a lot about the way he's being raised. It really upset me. And I don't know, because he's pretty good about the people he hangs out with. At 9.5 years old, he's very aware of the people that say things that are not allowed to be said in our house. And this idea that calling somebody an Asian is an insult. Um, what are you growing up with? What do people say? What are your parents saying in your house that that's that one, that's okay, and two, that it's that you think of as being an insult. Um, and that sort of goes into this discussion that we have a lot about being aware of what we get angry about and where we place our energy. If you are daily, um, upset at other cultures or races or groups of people for your situation, if you need to lash out at other people and throw insults at other people, you're not doing it right. There's so much to go around. We are blessed to be living in a culture, a country where we don't have to be so hateful, and we don't have to, um, you know, we don't have to do it this way. But so many of us choose to, and I don't know if it's just habit or what, but it's not necessary. It's absolutely not necessary. So, what I would ask of everybody in our group is, as you grow your awareness of where your energy goes, and how you spend your time, and where your thoughts are, if they are continuously toward hate or toward being upset at somebody else for something that's going on in your life, I would request that you turn it around and ask how you can change the situation you're in. And ask yourself why you're upset at someone else for whatever's going on. Bring in this circle of things that you own or that you're upset about, bring it in a little bit tighter to the things that you can control. And I think that's a small key to overall happiness in our own lives, is to stop hating and stop being mad at so many people, and just be good to those around us, and do what we can to positively impact the people in our lives and ourselves. That's an upsetting conversation, because you know what, I don't want to, I hate to start. I don't, like, I hate to make people off limits to my kid in school, but when you start seeing stuff like this, um, I guess it just may be what has to happen. I guess I would do it if somebody else were, you know, dealing drugs or picking on people face to face. So if somebody's going to start spewing hate about other cultures, I guess it's the same thing. It's just disappointing. And now, how do you look at the parents of that person too? That's odd. I don't know how to. I haven't really thought through how to deal with it yet. Good morning, Carrie. Yeah, I know. I hate that I have to have these conversations with my kid, but I guess, it's the world we live in, and it's my responsibility to do it. So, but I can't. I've seen it a lot in recent months with, in culture in general, but even in business. You get what you put out there, I guess. And I've seen some people putting out some bad stuff and then going, when they start getting it back, they go, well, why is this happening to me? Well, because you're putting out something that's coming right back at you. Good morning, Sharon. Thanks for joining me. So anyway, that's my rant for today. I not necessarily how I'd like to start my day, but I kind of just, it got under my skin. Happy Thursday, Belinda. Good to see you. But today, today we are going to be talking about burnout at 3 o'clock. So I look forward to seeing everybody there. We'll send out the link, and I'm going to schedule that video so you'll be able to see it. I plan on jumping on about 2:50, and you can see. We'll talk a little bit beforehand to get the ball rolling, give people time to jump on, and then we'll get started on the actual topic sometime right after 3 o'clock. So. But I thank everybody for joining me. I hope you have a good day. I hope you put some positive energy out there, and hope you grow your awareness of where your energy goes. All right, take care. Bye.